The Adventures of Prince Husain and Mermaid Nyassa. In a place close to Egypt, was the country of Khuzestan. Khuzestan was ruled by the then King Abraham. Abraham was a noble and righteous king. He was dedicated to ensure the welfare of his subjects. Abraham was happily married to his wife Silintra. Silintra was a dutiful wife who served her husband with utmost devotion. They were blessed with a boy, a young prince named Husain, and a daughter, a young princess named Zara. As a young prince, Husain mastered the skills of archery, horse riding, swimming and sailing. Zara, on the other hand, was trained to be an expert cook. Every full moon night King Abraham conducted a ceremony of sorts. Kings from the neighboring kingdoms participated in this ceremony. People of the kingdom celebrated this occasion with fervor and gaiety. There were huge processions where artisans exhibited their skills. Mouth-watering delicacies were served to mark the celebrations. On one such full moon night, the kingdom of Khuzestan was engaged in the ceremonial event. Silintra, accompanied with Prince Husain and Princess Zara, joined in the celebrations. Skilled artists from different corners of Khuzestan presented themselves before King Abraham to display their talents. The magician Mustafa held the audiences spellbound with his performance. At first, magician Mustafa amused the royal family with small and petty tricks. Finally, he drew close to the finest acts of all. The magician Mustafa invited Prince Husain to come forward. Magician Mustafa captivated the audiences with his finesse as he progressed from one act to another. Prince Husain stepped forth innocently without the slightest idea of what his future held in store for him. The magician Mustafa asked Prince Husain to enter a large tank of water. Husain willingly agreed to magician Mustafa's request. As Prince Husain entered the tank full of water, he was transposed to another world. Prince Husain found himself in a large ocean surrounded by aquatic creatures of all sorts. There were fishes, whales, octopuses, sharks, squids, tortoise and marine weed all around him. Prince Husain struggled to find his way in the gigantic ocean. Just when Prince Husain was ready to surrender himself to the underwater currents, he was gently nudged on his arm by a beautiful mermaid, Nyassa. Nyassa was half human and half fish. Nyassa had golden locks, big beautiful blue eyes and a slender body. The part of her body below the waist were like that of a goldfish. Mermaid Nyassa held Prince Husain with her arms and gently led him to a castle. The castle was a huge monument made of wax. The castle was a huge white castle. Prince Husain found comfort in Mermaid Nyassa's arms. Mermaid Nyassa explained to Prince Husain that the magician Mustafa was none other than the evil king Jahanabad. Jahanabad wanted to see the King Abraham perish. The magic show was a means he had used to defeat the king. Since Jahanabad could not have destroyed the king through might, he decided to trick the noble king through this evil act. Mermaid Nyassa narrated to Prince Husain how she too had been a victim of evil Jahanabad's cruel deeds in the past. Jahanabad had killed Nyassa's father, the late King Aftab. Nyassa pleaded Jahanabad not to kill her. Jahanabad took pity on Nyassa. Nyassa was transformed to a mermaid and was entrusted with the tasks of serving Jahanabad as his dutiful slave. Nyassa was subjected to various kinds of atrocities by the evil Jahanabad. Nyassa found that her only way out of Jahanabad's evil ways was to help a prince sail to a mystic island which was located beyond the seven seas. This island had a secret room with jaguars guarding entry to the room. Only a noble prince with stars on his forehead could slay the evil jaguars and find a golden box. In the golden box were 5 honeybees. To slay Jahanabad, the bees had to be killed without dropping even a single one of them in the box. Prince Husain listened to the mermaid Nyassa with rapt attention. He followed every word of Mermaid Nyassa's directions. Prince Husain then inquired how he could rescue Nyassa from the clutches of evil Jahanabad. Nyassa then told him that after he had killed those bees as instructed, he should silently tread to a small garden located in the backyard of that room. In the garden were creepers of all sorts. To rescue Nyassa, Prince Husain had to find a creeper with a green stem and smell the white flowers it produced. Mermaid Nyassa would regain her human form only after the prince did so. Prince Husain grew fond of Mermaid Nyassa. He pledged to release Mermaid Nyassa from the clutches of evil Jahanabad. Nyassa realized that Prince Husain had stars on his forehead. She believed that Prince Husain was the one destined to rescue Mermaid Nyassa. Prince Husain did exactly as instructed by Mermaid Nyassa. Prince Husain swam through the severe underwater currents. After swimming several miles relentlessly, he finally spotted the deserted island Nyassa had told him about. Prince Husayn was extremely exhausted and found great difficulty in locating the island. The thought of returning back to Khuzestan and uniting with King Abraham, Queen Silintra and Sister Zara was the only thought that motivated him to continue somehow. Prince Husayn was grateful that Mermaid Nyassa had revealed him the path to his freedom. Deep down Prince Husayn knew that he wanted to gift human form to Mermaid Nyassa and take her along with him to be the future princess of Khuzestan. After swimming in the water for several miles, Prince Husayn gradually emerged from the water to enter the island. The island was one of the most beautiful islands he had ever seen. The island had dense foliage and abundant flora and fauna. With utmost dexterity, Husayn gradually walked through a simple path to reach the secret room. As Nyassa had suggested, he found 4 mighty black jaguars guarding the room. Prince Husayn fought the black jaguars bravely. After a tough battle with the jaguars, Prince Husayn was wounded. The thought of the lovely Nyassa and his journey back home to Khuzestan instilled courage in him and battled the injuries he had endured. Finally, after 7 days of continuous travel, Prince Husayn held the golden box Nyassa had described to him. As instructed by Mermaid Nyassa, he killed the 5 bees in it without dropping even one of them in the box. As the bees died, the evil Jahanabad was reduced to ashes. The evil Jahanabad succumbed to his evil deeds. Prince Husayn then followed Mermaid Nyassa's instructions to gradually reach the garden in the backyard of the room. After scanning through several creepers, he found the creeper with white flowers. He smelled the white flowers in it. As soon as Prince Husayn smelled the white flowers, Mermaid Nyassa regained her human form. She was transformed to a young maiden with golden locks, big beautiful blue eyes and a slender body. For a few minutes Nyassa marveled at her newfound human form. She realized that Prince Husayn had perhaps found the creeper in the garden with white flowers and inhaled its fragrance. Prince Husayn swam back to the castle and found Nyassa waiting for him longingly. On seeing the prince, Prince Husayn embraced Nyassa. Thus, Prince Husayn rescued Nyassa from the evil clutches of Jahanabad. Prince Husayn, accompanied by the lovely Nyassa, gradually swam back to Khuzestan. King Abraham and Queen Silintra rejoiced at the sight of their son who was safe and sound. Prince Husayn narrated the story of how with the help of Nyassa they had been saved from the evil clutches of Jahanabad. The return of their dear Prince Husayn was celebrated in the kingdom of Khuzestan with a lot of pomp. Nyassa was married to Prince Husayn to become the future princess of Khuzestan. The royal family, including King Abraham, Queen Silintra and Princess Zara, celebrated the return of their son Prince Husayn and daughter-in-law Princess Nyassa.